Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at Sol Cresta for the PC. Sol Cresta was developed and published by Platinum Games Inc. and is a retro bullet hell style shoot 'em up which is actually part of a series of games known as Moon Cresta and Terra Cresta. These you can look up yourself if you want to know more online. So is the sequel that's taken many years to arrive any good though? Let's take a look and find out in the review. Right from the very start, there's a slight issue. The game does have a story mode, and it does tell it exceptionally well. However, it isn't part of the base game, and is instead a separate DLC, which seems rather a strange choice to make. Honestly, you don't really need it because you can just play the game in arcade mode fine enough as is, but at the same time I think it's exceptionally bizarre to cut out the game's main story mode out of the game, considering it's such a major feature of the game itself. It should be part of the base game as standard, but instead it's day one DLC, and that just seems like a scummy thing to do. Just like with the game's story mode, the character aspect is separate too. If you don't buy the DLC, then you'll not really know anything of the characters at all, and that'll be that. If you do buy the dynamic mode, then you'll actually get to know the game's story and its cast of characters as they pilot their ships against the alien invaders. Gameplay is a take of two halves. You either play in arcade mode and just try and survive bullet hell without losing your mind or your temper, or you do the exact same thing but in story mode, where characters will be talking to each other in Japanese with English subtitles, which will pretty much never get the opportunity to read because it's kind of hard dodging missiles, enemy ships, rocks and everything else that's heading your way, whilst also trying to focus on the corner of the screen just to read what the characters are saying and talking about. I do like the addition of story mode, but they really should have had an option for an English voice dub, because it's hard to focus on what the characters are reading when they're talking, but whilst also not trying to get yourself killed at the same time. Sol Cresta's graphics are nice and do a good job of keeping that retro look and feel of the older games, whilst also keeping everything up to date with today's latest graphics. There's a few choices you can make in the menus which will allow you to add scan lines, and a few other features here and there, but oddly there's not many, if any, actual options at all which you can mess with for optimization. There are several planets within the game that you'll get to explore. These will range from icy worlds, lava, jungle, and various others which you can see within this video. They're all different and they're all filled with their own deadly perils. My only real complaint about them is that I wish you could see more of them, because with what amount of screen that you're given, it is quite limited, so because of that it is hard to admire them, especially too when you're focused on trying not to get killed by enemy ships and whatnot. So after all that, is Sol Cresta worth buying? It's complicated. I do genuinely think that the game is fantastic, and it's given me the most fun I've had out of gaming for the past few weeks now. Yet in reality, I think most people will end up looking at this game on the store page and going, this looks good, I'm possibly interested in buying it, scrolling down, going to look at the price, and then just going, ooh. The thing is, it's a highly priced game because you're paying for the talent that's made it. If you check the list of people involved with making this game, then things start to make a little bit of sense. Yet it's this exact high price which I know is going to put a lot of people off. So you're left with two choices as a result. Buy it now and support the devs but pay a high price for it, or wait for the game and hopefully it will be half price on a sale, but even then if you include the DLC together, that's still going to bring it to around about, say, 20 to 25 bucks, give or take. Which realistically is what it should have been to begin with. Well, that's it for this for you guys. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.